Yeah, and I think that it resonates with me really well because one, our stories are pretty parallel. I have been divorced twice, although my first and second divorce were flipped. My first divorce was the contentious divorce, and the
Ah,
second divorce was the man that I thought I had changed and I was strong enough
ah,
to handle things, and I really wasn't quite there yet, and now I'm actually on my third marriage, and and
nice.
the difference with this one though is that I really did take the time to find
Yeah,
where my power was, and I
yeah,
really did come into it and say, I'm not coming into this with baggage. I have
yeah,
children, that's not baggage,
yes,
and that I have just as much right to say what I think and feel and want as a woman and as a partner in a relationship. And I think that
yes,
it was that power that spoke to my husband and that, kind of built such a strong relationship that we have now.
nice.
And so, and that kind of brushes on the next question that I wanted to ask you is that what do you think was the biggest issue that you faced in your divorce and how did you overcome it?
Mm. The biggest issue in my first divorce was definitely my insecurity. And I had, didn't have, my dad is sober now, but he was drunk and using drugs when I grew up, so he wasn't present. And he wasn't himself. Like sometimes he remembered who my friends were and sometimes he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think in my first marriage, I was looking for daddy, somebody safe, secure, impeccably present, provider, all those kind of things. And so I wasn't a woman. I was a wounded little girl. And
Mm-hmm.
so I attracted a partner that wasn't a match. In my second marriage, it happened when my mother was dying, and I had just gotten over, maybe 3 years, I'd just gotten over the first divorce. So I decided, well, the stupid Disneyland fairy tale bullshit doesn't work, so I'm going to be strong. And I almost, I was the same woman, but just the other side of the coin. I became masculine and in control, and I was going to make this work. And if I'm going to lose my mother, then I'm going to have a marriage, and I'm going to have a child, and I'm going to get through this and replace the relationship I'm losing. And it was just so, you could just hear it in my voice. It was just so fear-based and analysis to try to solve something that you can't solve that with a thought. It's healing. It's dealing with the past. It's coming through to the other side and opening your heart deeper, wider. It's like growing deeper roots so you can soar with higher shoots. And I didn't do that. And so again, I attracted a partner that wasn't a match whatsoever. I had so many blinders on. I was unwilling to see red flags and maybe even incapable, because red flags are felt in the intuition and in the heart. They're not seen with the eyes. And so I had no connection to that. So I didn't see any of them until it was not too late, in the sense, because I don't regret having my son one iota. He's like totally the most exquisite gift in the world. But I do regret the decision I made to stay with his father, even though it was only for a year, and then all of these difficult court battles afterwards. And I'd say the biggest gift in it, though, is being able to stand up to a bully. And so many of us women, we hide our truth. We squelch our voice. And then when we do finally show up, we sort of overcompensate because we've been hiding for so long, and then we come across as hysterical or angry or crazy, right? When all it is if we could moment to moment breathe, stay in our body, stay present, and speak our truth, then none of this buildup would occur, and we could stay more calm, centered, kind of like Lady of the Lake. She's got a sword, but she's not wielding it in front of your face. It's down by her side. She'll use it if she has to, but she leads with her heart. And she's fierce, but she's fierce love. And that is what I've been trained. This is the next gift for me in my current healing from my second divorce.
And that sounds amazing. And I know that that's something that it takes time to get there. But, speaking from my personal experience, and it sounds like what you're saying is that once you get there, it's just this sort of amazing, it's a power that breeds power.
Yes, that's
because it's just sort of hums within itself.
Yeah, you're actually saying something really amazing there. A lot of times we think power is power over another, or we need to go get power, or some external circumstance has to happen and then we'll have power. But that's a lie. Really, it's more of a, like you said, it grows within. It's a generating power from within. We could also call it potency, that is in co-creation with the universe, within you, in you, as you, and through you. It's like you literally plug in to source, in you, as you, and through you, and you're co-creating with this fierce love. And it's very calm, and it's very confident. And you just don't mess with a woman who's in this state.
Right.
But if she pops, if she disconnects, if she unplugs and she spins up in her mind, then the only power she'll have is power over or manipulation, or she'll be manipulated.